Welcome back to Houston Life. It's National Crawfish Day. Whether you love them or hate them, you can't escape them this time of year in Southeast Texas.
They are everywhere. So we are getting ready to pinch, peel, and savor every flavor with our good friend Tanji Patton of Good Taste TV. She is back in studio with some of her favorite Mudbug dishes. Tanji, now that's a tall order because there is great crawfish all over the Houston area.
There are, and they're finally coming in really big. You know, it was a really rough growing year.
Yeah.
And spoiler alert, based on the weather we've had, it's a combination when there's a lot of drought and freeze.
Right.
It can affect the crawfish when they lay their eggs, and they get sluggish if the water's cold.
Okay.
So they don't grow a lot. And so next season may be similar to this. It was late coming in, they were tiny and expensive, if you recall.
Oh, yeah.
Now is the time to indulge.
Yes, because they're nice. Okay, I was legitimately worried. As someone who loves and waits for crawfish season all year, I was worried.
Brandon, too.
But now I'm looking at what you have on the table. These are some juicy, fat bugs.
These
for
are,
lack of a better description.
Well, these are the real deal. It's Guidry's out in Deer Park, and so they're Cajuns, and they know what they're doing. But
and you know what?
In really nice.
These are so big
now.
and beautiful and perfect. I wasn't sure these were real when I walked into the studio.
Right.
But they really are beautiful.
They are good. And so I'm going to show you some things. Everyone, you know, wine pairing can be challenging if you have any spice in a dish at all. And at Guidry's, you can order, you know, 1, 2, 3. You can get as spicy as you want or not. And that will affect probably what you want to drink with it. Good old beer never hurts, you know, that goes with anything.
Right.
Totally.
But what I brought, a couple of Sauv Blancs, and they're different styles. HEB is where you'll find both. One is Michael David. If you're a Michael David wine fan, you know his wines kind of, they say they don't break rules, they make them. They make big wines, and they make memorable wines. So that one from Lodi, that's the Michael David, is a little bit more rounded mouthfeel, I think. The Kim Crawford Select is a little more zippy. It's a little racy. It's a New Zealand Sauvignon Blanc. So those are the differences between that.
Wow.
Smells nice.
And Kim Crawford is a great standby.
Absolutely.
I mean, I've been drinking this for a long, long time. Also, your drinkware, I was expecling it to clink. It's not glass.
Safe for outside, safe for the boil outside, or
Safe
whatever
for
you're
transporting. It is
That's
hot
right.
days. Cool and scum. Thank you. So that is safer to transport. I also brought a margarita. So if you're a margarita fan, you
Mike, let's ditch this wine. Thank you.
Yeah, y'all are going to right to the tequila.
And here we go.
So if you're a margarita fan, this is a fun way, another version of a margarita that really pairs well with the crawfish dishes on the table. Cantera Negra is the brand, and it is a reposado, which means it rested. Yes, so this is aged for about 7-8 months, and it picks up flavors of vanilla and oak, and it's made with blue agave. Blue agave is the sweetest of all the agaves, and when you taste that wine with the reposado, the aging, it just adds a different profile, I think, to a margarita, right? You get the acidity from the lime juice, but there's just a little more going on in there.
Smoother, really nice.
It feels
really
like deeper and richer.
Oak,
There's
a little bit
no
of oak.
bite to it.
Vanilla
oak?
It's just got a nice flavor profile. So it's Cantera Negra, and they do make a silver as well, but I kind of like the reposado. It's kind of fun just to sip on too if you're late night snacker. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. So on the fish, we're going to make a dip in a minute. I brought a dip that Guidry's does. Theirs is more of a cheese base. Think of a Velveeta cheese dip.
Yeah.
And it is phenomenal. It is
we're gonna try
absolutely
it.
fantastic.
And you said Guidry's is in Deer Park, yeah?
In Deer Park.
Okay.
They've been there about 15 years, maybe longer than that. They've been there a while.
So this is something they sell on their menu, but you're going to make a similar
I'm going to make a different version. And then this is their fried catfish with crawfish etouffee.
That's beautiful.
And it's delicious. Anything with crawfish, there's just something festive and fun, probably because we can't get the fresh ones year round.
Right.
You know, it just makes
And
it
it's
fun.
nostalgic, Tanji,
That's
for
my
so many
type of-
people.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. We used to have, when I was growing up here in Houston, at the end of our yard, we had a ditch, right? Some houses still do, but we had a little ditch, just a little culvert, and you would go in and we'd pull out the mud bugs.
You're kidding.
Wow.
We didn't eat them as kids. We might have torn them apart or something. I played with them.
Sorry. Don't do that.
Rest in peace.
Yeah.
Don't do that. But anyway.
Sweet bugs.
They were kind of fun. So those are the traditional Guidry's, Deer Park. It's great. And this time of year, as you can see, the crawfish are phenomenal. So
beautiful.
The dip I'm going to make, it's so easy. Every time I serve this, when friends come over, they love it. It's just a crowd pleaser, and it's that crawfish that makes it kind of fun. So simple. You're going to saute some green onion, bell pepper, red pepper. and get ready, and a stick of butter.
Ooh,
So-
I'm
course.
already in.
That's what makes it so good. And then you're going to add, instead of a Velveeta cheese, I use cream cheese. And we'll have this recipe. It's on goodtaste.tv. You guys will have it on Click 2.
Okay.
So we'll do the cream cheese.
Cream cheese, butter. I mean, I am in. Look at all those crawfish.
Oh,
tails.
yeah. And now this is really important, the type of crawfish you buy. So the easiest thing to do when you're making a dip like this, put that out of our way, is just to buy frozen crawfish.
Okay.
And the brand is important.
Okay.
So essentially, you mix it all together and that's it. You are done. And then this is the finished result. Now, I'm not trying to be brand specific, but it's so important on a dish like this. Look for a Louisiana product, right?
Okay.
Right.
There are other countries around the world that are using Cajun names on their labels.
But they're not from Louisiana.
But they are not from Louisiana, and in my opinion, the quality, there is no comparison. So look for the Louisiana ones. HEB, of course, carries them from Louisiana, but check the packaging.
That is
Very
wonderful.
important tip. And also, it's great that it has that fresh taste, but you don't have to sit and peel all the crawfish.
Oh my gosh, can you imagine how long it would take you to go through all that and get the tails ready?
I wouldn't make it to that much crawfish.
And then
I'd have
make
to
it
eat
dip.
some along the way.
No, exactly. And if the brand comes from other places than Louisiana, I find that they're mushy and there's a lot of water. I
Okay.
mean, a ton.
Great
So look for your Louisiana. It should tell you if it's the real deal. It will be bragging about it on the package.
Okay. And I mean, you were there on the boat, got the whole crawfish experience. I saw you. That is
Yeah.
a bucket list for me. That is incredible.
It was the most fun. So crawfish grow essentially in a rice field. So part of the time of year, it's flooded, right? And then they do what they do whenever they harvest rice, but then the crawfish grow. So we were literally on a flatbed boat of some sort and going on this rice field that had about, I don't know, that much water in it maybe.
That's all.
And they drag a bag out the back of the boat and we were pulling up the crawfish. It was so much fun. It's hard to
Incredible.
explain. It was
Incredible.
worth the 5 a.m. crew call.
I bet it was.
Yes. Thank you for taking us on that adventure with you, because that
Tanji,
is so cool.
You are always so much fun to hang out with. Your stuff is always the best. And to our viewers at home, this really is the power hour on Saturdays. You've got Eat Like a Local with Chris Shepard at 10 a.m. And then you've got Good Taste with Tanji at 10:30.
And I'm serious about this episode. You can catch it again on Sunday at 5:30 a.m. Of course, you can always keep up with Tanji on Instagram at Good Taste TV.
It's always great to see you, Tanji. We never have enough time.
There's never enough time. Instagram, Good Taste TV.
Okay.
Instagram.
One
Okay,
little
the
shameless
recipes
plug.
on the website. All right, Tanji, thanks again.